The World Poker Tour. The biggest games, the greatest players, and the largest payouts on the planet. The WPT is a series of international high-stakes poker tournaments that can turn amateur players into millionaires and make professionals into superstars. With millions of dollars on the line, it's time for these 6 players to live the dream of fame, fortune, and the one thing money can't buy, a WPT title. Tonight on the World Poker Tour.
Hi everyone, welcome to Northern California. We are in San Jose for the final table of the Bay 101 Shooting Star Tournament. I'm Mike Sexton along with Vince Van Patten, and this is the WPT.
And Mike, it is good to be back. The Shooting Star Tournament is a very unique event where players not only go after that WPT bracelet, but they also go after bounties. And bounties are top poker professionals who, if you knock them out, you get extra cash.
Well, that's right, Vince. This is the only bounty tournament on the tour. That means that poker's best players started day one with the price on their head.
Oh, I'm having a wonderful time. Rumor has it you were one of those targets, my man.
Boy. Yes, I was. They got me. But everyone who knocked out one of those select 42 bounties instantly received $5,000 in cold, hard cash.
Well, we started out 4 intense, wild days ago. We're down to these final 6. They're all going after that first place prize.
The big story tonight, and maybe the big story of the year, is our last remaining shooting star. It's the self-proclaimed greatest poker tournament player alive, the poker brat himself, Phil Hellmuth. Phil has won almost every accolade the poker world has to offer, but in 8 seasons, he has never won a title on the World Poker Tour.
But standing in Phil's way are 5 talented opponents, including old-school WPT favorite Hassan Habib.
Big money, a prestigious title, and that coveted WPT Tiffany bracelet are all on the line tonight.
All right, what are we waiting for? Let's watch the bluffing begin.
Well, we started 5 days ago with 333 players. We are now down to our final 6. 3 of these guys in their 20s, 3 in their 40s. Vince, you might say it's sort of old school versus new school tonight.
That is right. And right now, the chip leader is young Andy Seth, 23 years old, out of Urbana, Illinois. And the Andes are going to start at 2,000. Blinds 8 and 16. Let's go to the felt. Hassan Habib, 3rd time at a final table on the World Poker Tour, quickly folds.
Phil Hellmuth out as well. Phil starting in 2nd chip position tonight.
And there's our chip leader, Andy. He's going to make a quick fold. And now Matt Cacowan, the local, plays at Bay 101 all the time. Also goes out.
So we've got the battle of the blinds here. Action on McLean Carr. McLean's a graduate, United States Air Force Academy, now a poker pro. He limps in with an ace-8 offsuit.
Dan O'Brien with an ace-5 has raised it, makes it $55,000 to go.
Can't blame him for raising there. When a guy limps in, you think your ace-high is the best hand. In this case, it's not.
Got called. Here's the flop.
And the flop comes King 8-7, so McLean's flopped 2nd pair with top kicker.
He is checked. Dan O'Brien from Mount Sinai, New York, now living in Vegas.
Worked as an equity trader on Wall Street before he became a poker pro. And he's going to fire here, Vince.
Yeah, $67,000.
There you see Maria Ho. She's a friend of McLean Carr's, also a poker player, but you probably know her from seeing her on The Amazing Race.
Well, McLean is called with the 8s. And the turn card's a queen of clubs.
And again, McLean checks.
Young Dan O'Brien, 25 years old, have the guts to bet.
Well, he sure does. 114,000. It's going to win him the pot, Vince. So aggressive play by the youngster, taking down that pot right there. Pretty impressive.
Had a degree in finance at the University of Maryland. Now he just wants to play poker. As you can see, they're close to $900,000 to take home this title on the World Poker Tour for 1st place. Big money at stake. Back to the felt we go. Andy Seth, our chip leader. He's going to make a fold.
Over to Matt. He's a local pro. He's going to fold as well.
Oh, lucky for him because McLean has picked up the pair of aces. Just like that.
Oh, boy. The Air Force Academy grads picked up American Airlines. He's going to raise it, makes it $43,000 to go.
Quick fold by Dan O'Brien.
Sign out as well.
The only one to beat is the poker brat. Oh, I shouldn't call him that anymore. He says he doesn't want to be referred to as a poker brat anymore.
He's in the big blind, but he's going to lay it down, and a good lay down it is.
So McLean Carr taking his first pot.
I bet too much. I didn't mean to bet that much. What'd you bet? I meant to bet 38, but I bet 43. Like, I put out an extra. Whatever.
Trying to figure out what he could have bet to get some action there. Thinks he bet too much.
I know.
McLean a little disappointed. When you have aces, you want to get some action.
I don't think he
Doesn't show the hand, but commiserates with the table.
Yeah, you do talk to yourself, wondering what you could have done to get somebody in the pot.
And the local from Bay 101 here, Matt, playing tight so far, folds his hand.
Keep it hood.
Action back on McLean. He folds.
Dan O'Brien now from New York, not going to play. Hassan Habib in position with a king-8. He elects to fold.
So the battle of the blinds here between old school versus new school. Phil Hellmuth limps in with the queen-3 offsuit.
Check.
And the 23-year-old Andy Seth right next to him, content to see the flop.
So Phil has the best hand. Flop comes ace, ace, 8. No help to either player.
Hellmuth checks. As does Andy. They both check. Here comes the turn card.
Yeah, the board pairs 8s. Well, Phil thinks he's probably got the best hand now with aces and 8s with a queen kicker, so he's going to bet 20,000.
I have a feeling we're going to see a lot with these two. This is going to be fun to watch.
Well, they've been clashing, Andy and Phil, for the last few days.
And Hellmuth takes down the pot. Phil came to this final table in second chip position. In 8 seasons, he has yet to win a WPT title. Vince, tonight, he desperately wants to win.
Everyone looks so serious. Like, it's okay. We can have some fun with this, guys. You too, Phil. This isn't your first final table. There we go. We can smile.
Oh, I'm having fun.
Okay, cool.
This is just challenging, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean...
This is not a social gathering, bro. Okay? This is war.
Well, Hassan Habib calls it like it is. There's war in the green felt here.
All right, back to the hand. McLean folding. Dan O'Brien now with an ace, 8 of clubs.
We're not at a bingo game, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He's going to stick in a raise of 36,000.
A lot of
Hassan
fun
picks a
bingo
big
games
slick
out there.
ace, king of hearts.
36.
And he's going to come right over the top here. Looks like 110,000.
These are the poker brat who folds quickly. Andy Seth out.
Local pro Matt. He's going out as well.
So back on Dan O'Brien, and he's out.
Yeah!
So Hassan Habib taking down that pot, and Vince chalk one up for the old school guys there.
Let's do this, Phil.
Yeah, nicely done, Hassan Habib.
Old school prevails, baby. Right?
Happy-go-lucky, very jolly. Contrasting to Hellmuth, who's looking as bitter as a cup of coffee at 7-Eleven.
God dang, you spiked a king on me.
Well, folks, this is why Phil Hellmuth is known as the poker brat.
I mean, all these weak plays, and you gave him a king.
He's actually one of the biggest whiners in poker.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of the poker brat side of me.
Phil Hellmuth has not been a brat anymore, so maybe they'll bring him back.
It's nice when you see the light. For a long time, I really haven't seen the light. Now, I see the light.
Is Phil Hellmuth not trying to be the poker brat this year? I really don't know.
Listen, I'm gonna at least call.
I've seen him get upset several times this tournament already.
I'm in a really good frame of mind. I think I'm handling things really well. I want to announce to the world Phil Hellmuth is back. Full-time player. I guess I deserve to lose this one, kid. Let's play some poker.
Has Hellmuth really seen the light? We will see. We're coming back for more in just a moment.
For sure, some of the guys fear me. When I'm playing poker at the level that I'm capable of playing it at, I see the players clearly, I see the cards clearly, and I see the strategies and the games clearly. And then I'm a force.
I believe Phil Hellmuth is the #1 seed in every big buy-in, no limit hold'em.
I'm all in. Some of the guys that don't fear me will learn to fear me after today.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. That is Phil Hellmuth going after this title here on the World Poker Tour. Welcome back.
Well, he's our last remaining bounty in this tournament, meaning whoever knocks him out gets a $5,000 cash bonus. One guy at the table that I think doesn't fear Hellmuth is this youngster, 23-year-old Andy Seth, our chip leader. Action's on him. He's got ace-8 offsuit. He and Phil have been going at it verbally and playing a lot of pots together the last couple of days.
Well, he makes it 42,000 to go. The local Matt folds the hand. He's on the short stack. And now it's around to McLean Carr with a 7-5 goes away.
All right, young pro Dan O'Brien out as well.
And Hassan Habib going to fold. And now it's around to the former poker brat, now self-proclaimed nice guy, Phil Hellmuth.
He's just got a queen-deuce offsuit here.
All right, I raise.
Well, look at this.
Well, he is coming back over the top with this garbage hand.
Wants to punish the youngster to his left.
Just wants to let him know who's boss, Vince.
Andy Seth only been playing poker for 4 years.
85 more.
His roommate is Faraz Jaka. We know him as the Toilet.
Well, the re-raise is 85,000 more.
And Helmuth covering up. And what is the youngster going to do?
Well, it's one of the bright young stars of poker versus one of old school's best.
Well, he's coming back over the top. An additional 140 into Helmuth.
Vince, it's like he could see his cards and knew that Helmuth was making a move here. What timing to make a re-raise here by Andy Seth.
So this is what I think this is my prediction for the folks at home. And he and I are going to put in 5 bets each. And at the end of the hand, I'm going to show down 10s, and he's going to show down like ace-jack for all the money. And everybody's going to say, why did you guys play so crazy? That's my prediction.
Phil says he's trying to relax more at the table, but you can just see there's an absolute rage going on underneath.
Well, my prediction is Phil's going to fold this hand, and that was pretty easy to predict.
Show a 3. Make me happy.
So nicely done.
No shows today.
By the chip leader.
Really? Wow, I can't believe that. Where am I going to get my entertainment from? This banter?
We'll have fun today.
So what's the official count now of Andy versus Phil?
We're even, right? We're even. We'll leave it at that.
I think you look at the count at the end of the day today.
Ooh.
This is where you look at the count.
Oh, okay. Back to this hand. Matt.
I see if I can get him to ship 500-600 in like.
I'll side bet you
deuce.
that I'll side bet you that I finish higher in this tourney than you.
You have 2-to-1 ships.
So what kind of price do you want? You are the best in the world.
I don't want to make a bet to encourage you to slow down. You're a very fast player.
Look at this. Helmuth going after Andy with the talk.
That was a very good statement Phil just made, though, and I agree with him. Why make last longer bets when a gal tighten up on you?
All right, Dan O'Brien's made it 38,000. Everyone folds. Helmuth in with a 9-8 of clubs, and Andy goes away. Two-way action, Mike. Ace 3 up against 9-8.
Here we go. Now flop comes 10-7-5, all spades. Helmuth checks.
Yeah, he has an open-ended straight draw, but no flush draw.
Dan's going to make the continuation bet of 47,000 here.
With absolutely nothing, and he's going to get a call.
Queen of spade comes on the turn.
Neither player has a spade, but looks like Phil could get bold here.
Well, he's reaching for chips, Vince.
I love poker.
He's going to lead out, bet 50,000 here into a pot that's got nearly 200,000 in it. And that's the brilliance of Phil Helmuth right there. Just suspected his opponent didn't have a spade, thought a small bet might win that pot. Indeed it did.
Crazy.
Shows the poker class of Phil Helmuth. And he's enjoying that bluff. Look at this, the smirk, the rage inside. He just wants to get these young guys and take home this title. You can just feel it.
Well, Vince, the only thing missing from Phil Helmuth's poker resume is a WPT title.
Yeah.
He definitely wants to win tonight.
All right, to the next hand we go. McLean Carr folding. Dan O'Brien also going out.
Over to Hassan Habib. Looks at an ace-6 offsuit. Just folded the ace-6 of spade where it had the nut flush, but he's going to raise it here. Makes it 41,000 to go.
What do you have, Hassan? 400?
Yeah, 4 something.
I'll make it 107,000.
Wow. Phil feeling the momentum here. He's going to raise with that. Makes it 170,000 to go.
Look at this, Vince. Right behind him, the youngster has picked up ace-king.
What to do with that hand? A raise and a re-raise, and now you got ace-king.
Mullen.
And that's what you do with that.
Well, you got the chip lead, so you say all in.
Matt goes out. Hassan folds his hand.
That's a real ooh there.
Now back to Helmuth now. And if he gets stubborn here to try to challenge the youngster, it could be tapioca pudding for the great Phil Helmuth right here. He is dominated.
Is this the time, kid? Is this the time I'm supposed to get $1 million from you?
Not exactly, Phil.
I feel like you're weak. You have the heart?
Now, to me, this is just fluff and puff time. No chance he can make this call for all his money with just king-queen.
Phil Helmuth made some great calls in his day based on gut instinct, if indeed his gut tells him